Hi everyone, this is Adrian,
And I'm Carrie.
and for this episode, we are going to talk about Artisan Blu by John Varvatos. Did I say it right?
Varvatos.
Okay, and so this is a fragrance that I consider blue. You don't think so, but smell it as a blue fragrance. It smells like fresh linen, and it also smells powdery to me for some reason with some floral notes, and it reminds me of a cross of a popular blue fragrance like Y and Drakkar Noir for some reason. So what notes are in this?
So the notes in this are bergamot, basil, chayote, lavender, orange, neroli, geranium, iris, clary sage, pine, cedar, and patchouli.
Oh, okay.
The main notes that people seem to pick up, and this is from Fragrantica, are bergamot, basil, lavender, geranium, and pine.
Oh, pine. Okay. Why does it smell like a mix of two fragrances? Is that popular in the fragrance world, like having scents that remind you of two other fragrances or a few other fragrances?
I think that often comes through, that certain fragrances will carry over notes that some people remember as being very characteristic of one fragrance or another that they either know from the past or that they currently enjoy. So I can see where you come up with those two.
Okay. So tell us more about John Varvatos. Is he also a fashion designer, or how did he get started?
I'm not really sure about the fashion designer, but he has quite a few lines of fragrances. The ones that are pretty well known for him are the Artisan line right now. This particular one came out in 2016 and is a sort of a fresh aquatic scent. And many people, when they smell this, if they don't see the bottle and they're just smelling the notes, they describe more of kind of a green fragrance characteristic to it than blue.
Oh, wow. So people just smell notes differently. Do you agree?
I think so. And oftentimes, I think the bottle influences what you expect to smell. So by seeing that it's blue and the name of it's blue, I think will make a lot of people think of what they characterize as blue fragrances.
Oh, okay. So what I really like about this bottle is the weave that surrounds it, and like because it's good to the touch. I mean, you can grip the bottle really well. It's very fashionable, and if you drop this bottle, then you have some cushion, so the bottle doesn't break. Well, depending on how high you drop the bottle.
Sure.
So, yes. Is the netting handcrafted?
No. These are applied by machine. I mean, they make quite a few of these and stuff, so I think it would be rather prohibitive to knit these by hand. It's possible that that they are applied by hand or something, but I don't know the details on that. All of the bottles in the Artisan line come with some sort of a woven exterior on it. Some of them are wicker, some of them are the twine type of things like this. There's some of them that are like leather. So it's with the Artisan line, I think they show that by this woven thing on the outside to characterize it as their Artisan line, but they vary in the materials.
Another thing I noticed about this fragrance is it tends to last long. Just a few sprays, and it's you can smell it a couple hours later, even like 4 hours later. The scent lingers. So, is it about the notes? What are in the notes that like makes the scent linger?
Probably the thing that most people would notice lasting a long time is the geranium and pine, cedar, and patchouli. Those tend to be longer lasting notes. The top notes, I think, fade fairly quickly. The basil, the bergamot, the chayote, lavender tends to hang around a long time. Those notes blend together to have some staying power, but most of the time with those kind of notes, except for possibly patchouli and cedar, the notes are hard to characterize as single notes, so you notice a sort of a blend.
Oh, okay.
One
And
thing I would add, though, is I would agree that this lasts a fair amount of time, like 4 to 6 hours as a skin scent, but I think it has a fairly short period of time that it actually projects. I would say 2 to 4 hours for most people if you use just like, a few sprays if you go sparingly. Now, of course, if you spray a little bit more heavily, it will project longer and last longer, but ordinarily for maybe 4 sprays or something on the body, it will become a skin scent where you'd have to be very close to the person to smell it after maybe 4 hours.
you said earlier that some people consider it as a green fragrance, or is it most people?
It depends. Like I said, a lot of people are influenced in what they expect to smell by looking at the bottle and knowing the name. But when I've watched some fragrance reviews where people have done a blind smell of it, where they're just given tester strips or smell it on skin, they describe more of a green profile, which a green profile is tended to be things that are aromatic and stuff like the basil and plant type smells, like the green stalk or the green leafy parts of plants, the smells that you get from that, fresh cut grass, etc.
Okay. What occasions would you use this for?
I think of this as a light daytime warm weather scent. It's informal. It's a very comfortable smell. And when I say that I don't think it lasts a long time, I don't think anybody should take that to mean that it's not a quality scent. It's very well blended and beautiful. Often there are certain notes that just by nature of their chemistry can't last a long time because they evaporate fairly quickly. So with some scents like that, you just apply it more often.
Okay.
Thank you guys for watching, and if you like what you see, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel. We like what we do, and we would like comments from you as for what things you would like for us to review. Bye.
Bye.